to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, home to the Toledo Rockets. A great crowd getting revved up and anxious for kickoff in this one. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rockets' offense is on the field for the first time today. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Trying play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's in open space downfield. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Rockets will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the Eagles offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watch.
Breaks into the open. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Tompkins. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Let's step back here and look big picture for Eastern Michigan. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Eastern Michigan will line up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in it. On that last play, now a 2nd and long coming. Beck's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just... And this drive will start at the 25. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for a man, it's Westbrook. Finds his man, it's Weeks. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic. And all the men...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Toledo! Defense putting points on the board. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And he made the extra point without problem. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop at gain. It's third down. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're... A third and long. The offense changing the play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy or...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these fourth down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners. From 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3.
Makes the catch down the right side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They'll the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Tompkins. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On 4th down, looking to pass. Got his man. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Under fire. Got his man down the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Tompkins. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Buys a little time. The short hands, it's Miles. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Eagles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger... On a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He's moving out of the pocket. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
17, Toledo, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Rockets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Westbrook setting up the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting...
And they will score! Touchdown, Rockets! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll... can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Buying some time. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shakes off the defender. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time. Passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Callaway. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Horn. He'll take a deep shot here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Makes a man miss.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quickly complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Looking downfield, it's Horn. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Pass interference. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires toward the end zone. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Stands in and takes the hit. Touchdown, Eagles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Toledo. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the glass bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Send the tight end in motion. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Moving away from pressure. On the run deep down the right side. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield, it's Horn. Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
On the option. Now the pitch. Turning it on. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Algier. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll go with a direct snap. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on fourth down. I'm going to go for it on fourth down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
Eastern Michigan will line up with a first and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Lining up for the PAT.
And how about the dinosaur, the fullback, getting involved in this game in the passing attack? This is a guy that has really, really good hands, and this offense knows in these types of situations, if they can just find a way to get him involved, he can go score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Westbrook. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Line getting set on second down. The give on the option. Makes one man miss. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Rockets have their offense in high gear. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback on the keeper. Can't get him to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Makes the grab. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Got him in the open. Smashes through the tackle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished. And
the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to pull that schooner away offensively. They're up by 4 over Florida. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. And the Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Connor. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
The Rockets offense is back on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. But I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Rockets can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll try to do it himself. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it down the left. Running free. He's at the touchdown, Eagles! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
To the air, it's Connor. Got his man on the outside. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to try to get it himself. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pickup. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak this.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Rockets will call on their punt team.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep end.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over.
There he goes! Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Takes a hit as he fires. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Trying to keep the drive alive. That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Back to pass, it's Connor. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Eastern Michigan will line up with a 1st and goal. Punts it out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Sneaks it in. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Rockets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And how about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in. To make bigger plays down the field, but the defense finally got a stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
Power football with the run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To the air, it's Connor. Here's the pressure. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Rockets will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup. He gets enough for the 1st down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Run. As well, the diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the Rockets, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
This time it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a man. It's Connor. Spits it out to the back. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but
going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type. Going up and down the field, seemingly it will. Throwing the ball, running the ball, but David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.